Welcome, Winsome Ones. My name is Heather, and this is the last in the little series on floral patterns. So last week we looked at accessories. The week before that we looked at elevated outfits wearing florals, and today we're going to be looking at summer florals, which is really when the season when florals come into their own. Now, I understand that some of you live in the Northern Hemisphere and you're in winter right now, but we do live in a two-hemisphere world, and I am here just flying the flag for Southern Hemisphere YouTube content so that it is season appropriate for the other half of the population of the world. So let's just begin with this outfit here. This is big flowers, big skirt. I think when the size of the garment containing the flowers is big, then I think the flowers can go bigger as well. And this is a gorgeous skirt. It is silk and it's from Country Road. I found it in an op shop, believe it or not. And even though it's a little bit of a deviation from my usual style, but I just really like it. I really like this warm cocoa pink color. And this t-shirt from H&M matches it perfectly, as well as these blush pumps. And I really like the fact that the flowers are restricted to one garment and one section of the entire outfit. Being a maxi skirt is just perfect for summer because it covers a lot of skin, but it's still lightweight. So it's got everything. It's got movement, it's got repetition, it's got flow, and I really like this skirt. There's so much to love about this outfit. I found these Zimmerman shorts in an op shop a few years ago, and they are just gorgeous. They're actually a silk linen blend, and they're just so beautiful. I really like the silver grey. It's an unexpected way of having florals. And I've worn this outfit when I've gone traveling. It's wonderful for a capsule wardrobe where you just stick to a color scheme. And of course, when you go traveling in summer, you can have everything really lightweight. And so you can afford to just take a smaller suitcase. But then I do find that by having a similar color scheme, it just really helps to mix and match. But I've got this gorgeous little silver t-shirt from Marcs and these silver ballet pumps, which are just wonderful for traveling as well. And I was fortunate enough to be able to be given this bag a few years ago from my 3 daughters for Christmas, and it's just gorgeous. It repeats the floral motif, and this is just such a fun outfit for summer, and it's an unexpected way of wearing florals. Same shoes, but now I've got this circle skirt, which is just so much fun. And there is a school of thought when it comes to florals of just having a really small, fine print. So I can definitely see that, because when it's fine print, it just blurs into one and you just see the mix of the colors rather than it taking over, such as what it did in that previous skirt. So I really love this skirt because it is a circle skirt. It's got movement. It just, to me, just personifies summer. And I have worn this outfit when I traveled. I went to Singapore earlier in the year with my daughter, and Singapore has a year-round tropical climate. So it was about 30 degrees every day. And this outfit was just perfect for those conditions. What I like about this outfit is that I've balanced the proportions because I've got the volume on the lower half, which is really where I want it. And then I've got a fitted torso. And then I've also got the color scheme going. Metallic pumps are just perfect because they just go with everything, because they go with nothing. And then I think this bag matches in really well as well. But this is just a gorgeous summer outfit. Another gorgeous summer outfit. I found this skirt in an op shop with the tags on, and it's from the Australian designer RJ. Just gorgeous. And once again, by restricting the floral print just to one section of the outfit, it doesn't take over. And then I'm able to balance proportions and shape and color by actually having simpler garments, such as this fitted top, this very simple singlet, and then by having metallic pumps. It just balances everything out. And I've picked out the white in the skirt. So rather than emphasizing the fuchsia or the yellow, which is really quite bright, I've then balanced it with a bit of white space as well. But this is just such a gorgeous and fun skirt. Now, I did talk earlier in the earlier video about the fact that some manufacturers can use patterns as a way to using cheaper fabrics. So that is something that you do need to be aware of. And what I do is every time I am looking at a garment, whether it's secondhand or brand new, I always go inside the garment and I look at the tag to see what the fabric composition is. So I avoid polyester like the plague, especially when it comes to prints. So you don't have to go for cheaper fabrics or cheaper prints just because you want to go for a pattern. So just to show that there are so many different ways of wearing florals, I've done the opposite with this look, is that I've actually emphasized the pink. And I've matched it with my pink Mary Janes and with my pink t-shirt. I've still balanced the proportions by having a fitted t-shirt. So this skirt here I found in an op shop, and it was designed and made by Alana Hill, another wonderful Australian designer. And what I love about her clothes is that they are so vibrant and they really do celebrate femininity. But another wonderful feature of Alana Hill is that she names every one of her garments. And the name of this skirt is the Pink Petals of Love skirt. Just gorgeous. Now, what I find with this skirt is it's got the pleats at the front and it's flat at the back. But with me, I'm the other way around. I'm actually flat at the back, and then I've got a little bit of a tummy. So what I do is I turn it around so that then the pleats are at the back and it flattens my tummy. So that way, it just gives a little bit of a movement at the back, which is where I like it, and then keeps everything here at the front a lot more streamlined. So this is just such a fun skirt, and I'm really enjoying wearing it. It's got lovely movement as well. Okay, last look. So this is also another item by a wonderful Australian designer called Chic, and these are called the Pink Paradise Pants. So when I saw them, I thought, oh, they're so lovely because they've just got the two colors, the bright pink as well as the background, which is sort of like a little bit of an ecru. And even though the pink has got some depth to it, it's still just pink. So it's ostensibly two colors. And I just thought it was really fun. It had a little bit of repetition in it. And then of course the pants themselves, they flow. So they've got some gorgeous movement. And I was able to balance my proportions as well. When I first saw these trousers, they did go all the way to the floor, even when I was wearing high heels. And it just seemed like they took over the whole bottom half of the outfit. And I knew I wanted to wear them with these shoes, these Mary Janes, and I wanted to be able to showcase the shoes. So I just cropped them, just took up the length, and then that way I can see the shoes, and then the shoes tie in with this t-shirt, so there's some repetition. And then also, they're not taking over the entire lower half of the outfit. There is a definite end to it. So I've restricted the floral pattern to one region of my overall look. And I think all of these techniques are a way that you can actually then have florals in your outfit without them overtaking you. Because I think that is something that florals can tend to do if you don't treat them carefully. So we have now come to the end of the floral section, and we're going to wrap it up next week. I do hope that you will join me next week. We're going to be looking at a bit of miscellaneous patterns, so some abstract and a little bit of check, just all of the other patterns that I've got in my wardrobe that I haven't been able to include in a separate video. So I do hope that you will join me for that. If you like my content and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and if you could kindly share this video with a friend.